You don't lose self-control because life is hard. You lose it because life is too easy. Think about that for a moment. Food on demand, entertainment on demand, comfort on demand. So let me ask you something uncomfortable. When was the last time you had to truly wait for something? When was the last time you felt bored and didn't escape it? Today, I want to talk about why easy daily pleasures are secretly making self-control harder to build. Not in theory, not in psychology textbooks, but in your real, everyday life. Because the things you enjoy the most might be the same things weakening you the fastest. Here's why this matters. Most people think self-control is about being stronger, more motivated, more disciplined. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is what your brain is being trained to expect. Every day, your brain is learning a lesson. Either, I must work for rewards, or I get rewards instantly, with no effort, and whichever lesson you repeat the most becomes your default behavior. This is why you struggle to focus, why you quit early, why discomfort feels unbearable now. It's not because you're weak, it's because your environment is training you to be impatient. Let's break this down. The first reason easy pleasures destroy self-control is because they rewire your sense of effort. When pleasure is instant, effort feels pointless. Think about scrolling on your phone. One swipe, new content, new stimulation, no effort required. Now compare that to studying, working out, building a skill. Suddenly, those things feel heavy, not because they are hard, but because your brain has tasted the easy option. Your mind starts asking, why struggle when I can feel good right now? And once that question appears, self-control becomes a constant fight. The second reason is that easy pleasures kill your tolerance for boredom. Boredom used to be normal. Waiting in line, sitting quietly, thinking. Now, boredom feels like pain. The moment there's silence, you reach for your phone. The moment a task slows down, you look for an escape. But boredom is where discipline is built. It's in those quiet moments where your brain learns patience, where focus is trained, where willpower grows. When you erase boredom from your life, you erase the gym where self-control is developed. So when life finally demands patience from you, you panic, you resist, you quit. The third reason is emotional avoidance. Easy pleasures numb discomfort. Stress, scroll, lonely, eat, anxious, watch something. These habits don't solve your emotions, they hide them. And when you avoid discomfort daily, your ability to sit with hard feelings disappears. Self-control is emotional strength. It's staying calm when you want relief. It's choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort. But if every uncomfortable feeling is immediately numbed, you never build that muscle. So the moment life gets serious, you feel overwhelmed. Not because the situation is extreme, but because you're not trained to handle discomfort anymore. The fourth reason is identity erosion. Every time you choose easy pleasure over effort, you send yourself a message. I can't resist. I need comfort. I avoid hard things. Over time, this becomes who you think you are. And once something becomes identity, it's hard to fight. You don't just feel tempted anymore. You feel justified. This is why people say, I'm just not disciplined. I've always been like this. No, you've just been practicing the wrong behaviors. Here's the truth. Easy pleasures are not evil. The problem is frequency and timing. Pleasure after effort builds strength. Pleasure instead of effort builds weakness. The order matters. Strong people don't remove pleasure. They delay it. They train their brain to associate reward with action, not avoidance. So, what's the real solution? It's not deleting everything fun from your life. It's reintroducing friction. Small friction. Intentional friction. Waiting before gratification. sitting with boredom a little longer, finishing the task before the reward. These small delays retrain your brain. They tell your nervous system, I am in control. I don't panic when things are uncomfortable. I can wait, and waiting is the foundation of self-control. Here's the powerful takeaway. If self-control feels impossible right now, don't blame yourself. Look at your daily pleasures. How often you escape discomfort. How quickly you chase stimulation. Because self-control isn't built by heroic discipline. It's built by tiny moments of resistance. Moments where you pause. Moments where you don't reach for relief. Moments where you let boredom exist. Those moments feel small, but they compound. And over time, they turn you into someone who doesn't need motivation. Because control feels natural. Now I want you to reflect. Which easy pleasure do you rely on the most? Your phone, food, entertainment, comfort? Comment below and be honest with yourself. If this video made you see your habits differently, like the video. Subscribe for more content like this. And remember this, the easier your pleasures become, the harder self-control gets. But the moment you choose effort over escape, you start taking your power back.